Hello, brother teacher here. Do you know what I have a problem with? Germaphobes. People who are always up in arms about getting dirty. Have to take a bath or a shower every day, twice a day. Have a problem shaking people's hands and touching people. Always funny about where they put their hands at. Even if it rains on them, they have to get away from the rain because it's going to mess their hair up. Or for whatever other strange reason that might be. I've seen people running from the rain on numerous occasions. And there's people who, you give them a piece of paper to throw away, they hold it like this. Germaphobes. Nothing is ever clean enough for that individual. Well, to those people, let me say to you, we live in a world of germs. It is impossible. I won't say virtually impossible. It is impossible to not be exposed to germs. We lived outside, man, that is, before there were ever any modern day homes and businesses and buildings and so forth. Man lived outside. The animals live outside. Anytime that you walk outside, you are exposed to germs. As a matter of fact, inside your home, you can never clean it enough. There are always going to be germs and bacteria and fungus everywhere you go, everything that you touch. You know why? Because that's the way the world is made up. Plain and simple. So why are you a germaphobe? It most likely is something that you experienced as a child and you carried into your adult life, and it's foolish. It's really foolish. There are some individuals to this very day that can't shake someone else's hands because of germs. Now, that doesn't mean that there are not some people that are unsavory or don't take very good care of their hygiene and things like that. That does exist. But it's another thing when you become paranoid. The skin is the outer protector of the body. Okay, it is to keep germs from infiltrating the inside of your body. So it is your protection on the outside. It can always be washed off. Now, for those people who are germaphobes, how often do you get sick? Probably not that often if you're relatively healthy. If you use soap and water, you wash on a regular basis and not 3 or 4 baths and showers a day because that's excessive, because you have to have oil in your skin. Just something for you to think about. But I do have a problem with people who are germaphobes. I'm not. I don't have a problem hugging someone, touching someone, shaking someone's hands, unless I know something beforehand that that individual is carrying some kind of disease that might be transmittable or what have you. That's a different situation altogether. But that's one thing that I have a problem with. Another thing that I have a problem with are users. People who use you, but you can never use them back. Someone who calls you on the phone and say, well, can you take me down the street to such and such a place? And when you take them down the street to such and such a place, they don't even offer you any gas money. Not saying that you are requiring gas money, but they don't at least give you the opportunity to say no. Same people call you on the phone, can I borrow $50? You give them $50. They told you a set date when they were going to give it back to you, next Friday. Next Friday comes. You kind of slough it off for that particular day, and then the next day you let it go by, no phone call. Another day may possibly pass by, and then you make a phone call. They don't answer. Call them again. They don't answer. I have made the choice that if I call you once or twice, I won't call you anymore. And there's an old expression, never give away more than you're able to lose. So if you can't afford to lose $50, give them 5. Just one of those little footnotes. But I cannot stand a user. People who are always leeching off of you, but when you ask them to reciprocate, when you ask for a favor in turn, they can't do it. Or always find an excuse. They manufacture some reason that they can't do it, but they always want to use you. Something's wrong with that individual. Another thing that I can't stand is the gold digger. Now, we customarily and traditionally have always looked at gold diggers as being women, but gold diggers can be men as well. But I'm talking about women right now. Women who take advantage of men from a financial standpoint. They always want something. Can you pay for my cell phone? Can you help me pay my rent? Can you help me pay my car note? Can you put some gas in my vehicle? Can you buy me some shoes? Can you do this and do that? But they won't reciprocate either. They won't even give up the booty. That's not something speaking from me personally. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying from my observation in the world and people that I even know personally and have known. They don't want to give you anything. That woman is trouble, and you need to stay away from that type of woman, because that woman has not found herself yet. She has not identified herself as an individual who wants to be independent and take care of her own business and take care of her own life, and she has no dreams, aspirations, or goals in life. She wants to use someone up, a man up. And once she's finished using him, or she cannot use him anymore, then she goes to the next man who's going to be gullible. Perhaps. I hope you're not that gullible individual out there that's falling for the okie doke, so to speak. Now, I have a problem with another individual or type of individual. It's the person who's always bragging about what they have and what they bought, how big their house is, and what kind of car or automobile that they're driving around, and their new shoes and their new outfit that they just purchased, or going on vacation and how much money they just got on their job in way of a bonus and things like that. There's nothing wrong with you being proud of certain things and certain accomplishments in life, but when you wear that on your sleeve and every time you see the same friends and family and individuals all of the time, that's the conversation. What you have, what you've done, you really need to check yourself, because it's not all about you. Because at the end of the day, most people that I know, and probably most people that you know, if they have a car, a brand new car, Escalade, Cadillac, whatever, it's not paid for. You're making payments. Stop making the payments, you won't have that vehicle anymore. Most people that make those statements to me or anyone else, even you, about their home that they're living in, it's not paid for. Stop making those mortgage payments. You won't have that house anymore. Most people who are bragging about their vacations and all of the things that they're accomplishing in life and the clothing and the wardrobe that they have, and I just went to China, I went to Japan, I went to Europe, and so on and so forth. I bet you are using a credit card, because I don't think you have that fluid asset in the bank. Take the credit card away, then what do you have? Understand this. Just because you have a credit card doesn't make you better than the person that's middle class or even working poor. Because understand this, it's credit. It's not real. You have to make that credit card payment every single month. So it's really not your money in the first place. Because if you was doing so well, you wouldn't need a credit card. You could just go in your pocket, go in your bank account, go in your stash, wherever it might be, and pay for it in cash. But guess what? You're no better than anyone else. So my question to you is today, what is it that you have a problem with? Leave your comments in the comment section below. And this is Brother Teacher. As always, Yahweh love you, and I love you. And so long.